today's meditation is one of my favorite themes or concepts. In my past, I was a clinical Ayurvedic specialist. That's the formal words about it. But basically, in Ayurveda and in other forms of ancient healing, the elements are really important as ways we connect both emotionally and physically with our wellness. So today there's five elements that we work with, and this is different than in Chinese systems, include different types of elements, but the way I use these comes more from Ayurveda and also Tibetan Buddhism. So we're going to be with the earth, fire, water, air, and space. And we're going to use our memories and our creative mind to actually connect. So there's nothing really that woo-woo about this. We're going to use our own experiences in this life, in ordinary reality, to connect with the elements. And I'm going to be mentioning some of the qualities of the elements that are at the emotional level. For some reason, I'm talking a little quietly. I hope you guys can hear me. So, some of the emotional qualities that I wanted to mention before we start is that Earth, I'm sure lots of you guys know already what Earth provides us with. Do you want to write it in the chat? Little pop quiz for those students. But grounding, strength, presence, support. And in a simple thing I learned over the weekend was like, if you have a difficult conversation with someone or request, hold on to like your chair or the wall or focus on your feet, and it'll give you a little more assertiveness if that's something you need. And that's the earth element, that support, that grounding. And then fire is the element on the emotional side that gives us joy, creativity, enthusiasm, passion, direction. Often artists, leaders are very they have a lot of fire in their emotional system. So, and I'm only talking about the positives right now. In today's meditation, we're not looking at what's missing or, I mean, maybe we'll do a little bit of that in terms of calling it back into us, but we're not talking about the when these elements become too much, because that can happen too. And that's more, on in another way we work with that. In meditation, we want to just bring in the balanced, the healthy qualities of these elements into our awareness and into our bodies as well, if we want to. So, water is ease, flow, relaxation. Its water element often allows us to feel good in the moment, satisfied. Air gives us flexibility, ability to change, to move. It's light, it's quick, it's fast thinking, right? It skips around. Of course, it can also become too much and then we'd be ungrounded. But in its healthy form, it's movement, it's possibility. And then space holds all the elements within it. Just like the earth with water and the sun and all of these qualities of planets are held in space. In our system and in our emotions as well, there's a space in which all of this can show up and be experienced. And so that is space element. So let's just start with breathing, and we're going to go through a few different breathing sequences to relax our nervous system and come into the present moment. Then we're going to do the elements journey, and then we're going to receive blessings. And we'll see how that goes. I don't really have an exact plan. I just wrote that down. We'll receive blessings at the end and we'll give. And I'm still on that theme of compassion. So we're going to be working with the elements as a form of self-compassion and compassion and kindness for others. And maybe we'll bring in also equanimity and empathic joy, feeling joy for others as well. Because that's this month for me is about those qualities. Okay, so let's just start by once you're seated in a way that feels good, what does it feel like for you today? Only move as much as feels right in your body, but we can just begin to turn our head very slowly to the left and take a nice full breath when your head is turned to the left, and then a full exhale to the left. And if you'd like to close your eyes, and then returning to center after your exhale, do another nice full breath, breathing in completely and then breathing out completely. And then turning to the right and take a nice deep breath. And if you wish, you can hold the breath and feel that breath in your body, and then a full exhale. You can use your mouth to exhale if you wish, and come back to center. Again, breathing in fully, holding the breath if you wish, and breathing out fully. And when you're ready, moving to the left side, going at your own pace now. Moving back to center when you're ready, and to the right when you're ready. And the next time that your head is back at center, take a nice full breath. Let your breath fill your belly, your chest, and exhale slowly, letting all the breath release. And let's just do a few shoulder rolls if that feels good, or you might just do a shrug, lifting the shoulders up and releasing them. There might be a big sigh with your exhale, or you might want to do some finger flicks to just release any energy, or a little head shake. Just letting go of anything that doesn't serve you today. And next, we're going to breathe with our body. So just bringing your attention to your feet. You're still breathing with your nose and your mouth, but imagine you can breathe with your feet. And as you breathe in, let yourself focus on your feet, or one foot and then the other foot. And as you exhale, focus on your feet. And just imagine that your breath is coming out of the soles of your feet and inhaling through the soles of your feet. Do a couple more breaths with the feet. And just notice if your hand also moves a little as your feet bring in that air, that energy. Exhaling fully. And then let's bring our attention to our hips and our seat, our lower belly, our lower back. And breathing in and breathing out, feeling that energy there in your hips as you breathe. Couple more nice full breaths. If it's easier to focus on your lower belly by putting a hand there or putting your hands on your hips, go ahead and use the hands to help guide your attention. And just noticing if it helps you, if it feels right to pause at the end of your inhale before your exhale, or if it feels right to pause after your exhale before your inhale, listening to your body. And if there's a sigh or a release of energy, allow that. If the body wants to turn or move, welcome anything the body shows you. And listening to my body now, I'm going to suggest we go to our back next. So feeling into your back body, noticing where your attention goes. It might be upper back, middle back, lower back, the whole back, the shoulder blades. And as you breathe, allow yourself to imagine your back is breathing. Breathing in fully, fully, and releasing the breath slowly, letting it all go, feeling it in the back. And breathing in and feeling your back body breathing. And exhaling and letting go, releasing as you exhale, feeling the back exhale. One more breath in the back body. And now let's go to the heart, feeling our palm on our heart center. If you'd like, you can put another hand on your solar plexus, kind of your upper ribs there. And just breathing in and filling this part of you with breath, feeling your heart and your solar plexus breathe. Letting your breath be full, relaxed, restorative. You might start to feel the energy move a little bit here in the heart space or in the back or the hips as you breathe. And then moving into your face and your ears and your jaw. If you wish, you can put your hands on your face, like so, as if you were resting your jaw right there on your hands, and the upper fingers touching the ears. And as you breathe, feeling your face breathe. Let your breath be full, luxurious, soft. Let your exhale just flow easily, slowly. And if you'd like, you can put a hand now at the top of your head and breathing through the crown of your head, the top of your head. As you inhale, feeling the energy meet your hand as you breathe in. And exhaling, feeling the crown of your head, breathing. And coming back down to the heart, putting a hand on your heart and a hand on your lower belly. Just take a few whole body breaths. Feeling yourself inhale and just being with that inhale. Feeling yourself exhale and being with that exhale. Nothing to do special here, just being with yourself. And in this spirit of kindness, say something very nice, very kind, compassionate to your body. It can be just a vibe you create of welcoming your whole self, your whole body, your whole mind, feelings into the meditation. And letting your hands go wherever feels right. It might be on the legs or in another, some people like to hold their hands as they meditate, or let the hands drop to your sides if you're lying down. Whatever feels right today. And we're going to begin to allow our creative mind, our imagination, to really be here with us, present. We're going to invite all our senses to be open, our sense of hearing, our sense of seeing, our sense of knowing, our sense of feeling, as well as taste and smell and all the senses. Our mind is welcome in this meditation. We'll have thoughts, and that's perfect. Our thoughts will help us in the meditation. Our feelings are welcome. And let's begin to connect with qualities of earth. See if you can bring to mind a place in nature that you appreciate, the ground, the texture of the earth, what grows in the earth. And if you're not someone who really likes that, then allow it to be like on a little removed from you so it feels good. Images, imaginings of the beautiful qualities of earth, the solidness, the presence of earth, the ability to be steady and present. There might be a tree or a large rock you can imagine leaning against. And just feeling that support. Imagining right now in yourself, where would you like to bring this support, this strength of earth into your being? It might be a part of your life, your day, your body. And just be with that and breathe with this earth quality giving to you. You might have thoughts about it. You might have visions, smells, knowing. Words may come like, I am steady, I am present, I am strong. And let's move now to the fire element. And just the way the warm sun will heat a rock that we can sit on, let's imagine the warmth of the sun. And just invite yourself to feel that warmth, that giving of the sun shining, maybe on your face or your clothing, or through a beautiful window, the way a flower receives the sun, how the water glistens in the sunlight. And the way fire can create joy, enthusiasm, courage in our being, the passion of fire, the creativity, the spark. Where in your life would you like to bring this joy, this creation, this passion? Let your thoughts come, let your images come, sounds, words, inviting the spark, the joy of fire element into your being. And breathe with that, just allowing. Just the way the sun glitters and dances upon a beautiful lake. Let's meet the water element and just feeling the quality of water. You might imagine drinking a beautiful glass of water or feeling water help you cleanse in a shower. Or you might want to imagine a body of water like a lake, the ocean, the rivers. Connecting with water element in the way that feels the most natural for you, the most real and true. Imagining how water can allow us just to relax and be with the moment, releasing tension, creating a sense of flow, ease, and this inner knowing that things are going well, that they're right. Where in your life would you like to bring this quality of water element? This feeling of being in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. This inner knowing of ease and comfort, of being relaxed and open. And just imagine yourself receiving that gift of water at the emotional level. And maybe the gift comes with images of nature or the way the water sounds or feels, letting yourself breathe with the water element. Sometimes water helps us to release and cleanse. Sometimes it helps us relax and let go. And just noticing the truth that it can reveal and inviting that truth into yourself as you breathe. And imagining water now that's interacting with air. The wind is gently skimming the water surface, and you can feel the spray of the water on the wind. And connecting with air element, movement, the shifts that air can create, the way wind can move through nature, changing it, moving grass, moving branches, feeling wind as it dances. And just like the wind can move through a forest or a valley, notice the way change is always happening in ourselves. Our thoughts are different moment by moment. What we like changes. What we know changes. And feeling into that beautiful, uplifting quality of knowing that change is possible, that there are opportunities, new directions. And breathing as you imagine air, however air element comes to you as a gift. Allowing air element to show you new things. Inviting the expansion of air element. Inviting in what you see or feel or know. And as you receive the gifts of air element, notice if there's a symbol or a word that helps you connect with this lovely ability to change and find new paths, new direction, new opportunity, new feelings, new thoughts. And surrounded by air is space, space that holds all the elements. Within space is earth, water, fire, air. And just feeling right now the space around your body and the space in your body. As you breathe, allow this quality of openness, potential of space, the vastness, yet the coziness of space. And see how you would like to honor space through your own thoughts, feelings, memories. Does space come with peace, with potential? How does space show up for you right now? Breathe and be with that space, and we'll just sit for a minute in silence. Let's imagine a really wonderful place that we love. This could be a room, this could be somewhere in nature, this could be a cafe, anywhere that feels right. And just imagine yourself there in that space. You can tell it to yourself in words, or you can see it or just know it, knowing that space that is nurturing, supportive to you. And let's imagine each of the elements showing up somehow in that space and giving you a gift that you receive right into yourself. It could be you receive it in your heart, or it could be you receive it in another way. So just imagine the gift of earth element showing up in this space. This could be that you look down at the earth and notice the way the earth is there in that wonderful landscape, or the way you feel the earth supporting your feet. And then notice the gift of fire. And it could be also that the elements show up as people or animals or words or images, symbols. So letting the gift of fire come to you in this wonderful space that you love so much. It could come as a hot cup of tea or a glowing fire in the fire pit that warms you, or the sun shining. And just receiving that gift of fire, taking your time. And then allowing water to come into the environment. And as water shows up, you naturally relax and you invite water to meet you to gift you, to bless you. And when you're ready, the gift of air arrives. How does the gift of air arrive in this space? Does it get carried on the breeze? What senses bring the gift of air to you? Is there a message from air element? Is there a quality of energy that air gives? So just allowing the body to receive, allowing the mind to receive. And in this wonderful space, inviting the gift from space element, allowing space element to hold you and be you as you feel into that beingness of space and you invite the gifts of space element, allowing your creative mind to show you and teach you and gift you, letting your breath feel close and real and present. Let's take a moment now to imagine we're holding the earth in our hands. So you're going to shrink earth down into a size that you can hold between your hands and feel into all the colors of earth, the blues and the greens, the yellows, the whites, the reds, the oranges, the purples of earth between your hands, and the qualities of all the elements that are here on earth with all the people. So imagine you're holding earth and all the beings, all the plants, the animals, the people, the insects, all of the amazing qualities of earth, holding that in your hands and just giving earth your compassion, feeling the joy of the places on earth that make you happy, whether that's mountains or waters or beaches or trees, feeling the joy of earth, feeling the love that is on earth, so much love between so many beings of all kinds, that energy of kindness, of caring, all of the animals and people that take care of their young, all the kindness and love between people and animals on earth. And then letting yourself feel that joy for others' joy, that empathic joy, and see what it's like to let earth just let it go, being well, wishing it well, and bring that kindness and that compassion to yourself. As you ground your energy in your feet, you let yourself smile and receive this loving presence of your own kindness. Breathing in and breathing out. Letting yourself know that you are so worthy of kindness, compassion, love, wellness, joy, peace, and feeling that in your body, in your thoughts, in your energy. When you're ready, opening your eyes. And just take a moment to release any excess energy. Maybe you want to flick your fingers.